So I'm going to start my look at the new Hall 4 display with the hypercars, the supercars, the racing cars. A little bit the hypercar is overused. Anyway, I want to start right here because here is a new Countach, and that is the first time I have seen one in Thailand. And then we have two Rolls Royces, a convertible Dawn, a drop head, I think Rolls Royce will call it. And I like this two-tone colour scheme. And also they finished the air vents on either side in yellow, matching the seats and matching a small yellow trim on the wheels. And then next to it, although a couple of meters away because these are all standing on their own, we have a Phantom. And this is a long wheelbase. This is a big mother. And then in the corner, we have an R35 GTR, and it's a T-spec. So you get all those upgrade parts on it. You can see all the trims, a carbon fiber rear spoiler. I just bring you around the back because what I like about this car is the exhaust tips are done in blue. You can see all that detail in there. T-spec is very rare to find here. Well, now I'm going to try glasses that give out an aroma. Here we've got Aroma shooter. I'm going to try this out if I can get on my head and hold the stick. So this is quite interesting. I am watching photos on a video and I'm getting a small blow of aromas that are matching the pictures. Now I'm at the sea. I want to be there. I don't want to be here at Mungtong. Before I get too hungry, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
I am here on this booth at Zappa. Now it's quite a catchy word, but there's actually quite a lot going on here. We've got a car here that, to be honest, it looks like a small Mclaren F1. And then we've got a car here, to be honest, that looks like a cross between a beach buggy and a Lotus Elise Series 1. But actually this is a Tommy Kaira GT1 and this is the GT2. And this is the only one in the world at the moment. And this company, Zappa, they are converting them to EV. And then they are looking to team up with manufacturers in different countries to build them as an EV sports car, as an EV convertible, low cost, a lot of fun. Now, that's quite unusual here, so you never know. In the next 7 days of this show or so, if someone comes in here with the money to invest, thinks, I want to build these here, we could have a locally made sports car in Thailand for the first time in a long, long time. Then we have 11 Ferraris in the corner, but again, no hypercars. We've got some nice classic ones here. We've got a 308 in black there. We've got a 355 convertible and a 355 coupe in white. And I love them in white, actually. Real feels the whole Miami Vice feel. Although before you shout at me, that wasn't a 355. Then we have a 360 Spider, which I think also looks quite cool, in kind of like a kit car feel, because the quality in those days was not rocking. Then we have a 360 Challenge Stradale, which was a rocket back in the day and really set Ferrari off doing those special maxed out editions. And then in the corner here we have a car that you very rarely see in Thailand, a 575M in red, of course, and again something that's a little bit off the period. Still no hypercars though. Then on the CTS booth we have the 911 Dakar. Now this debuted here in December at the Motor Expo, so I'm not going to talk about it again. But just to say, I like these cars. I think it's got something about it. That Rothmans livery, the whole rally vibe with the 911, it's all history and that looks really good. And just to add to the pumped up flavour, CTS have brought a G-Wagon, given the Brabus makeover. You're going to start seeing these a lot in Thailand, the Hilux Champ. And everyone is going to be decorating them up, building them up, converting them for all sorts of use, because that's the idea. Toyota provide the base, you build it how you like, and this one has been built for off-road. You can see the off-road style bumper, the towing eyes here, and all the protection going on. This one is to take off-road. During COVID, camping became a real fashion in Thailand and really built up. And coming out of COVID, everyone still loves going camping. I do as well. But now the manufacturers are trying to push motorhomes as the next fashion thing. And they're also tugging at the heartstrings here, because one of the main reasons I actually like going camping in Thailand, I can take my dog with me. They're kind of sending you a signal with this statue here. In between all the shiny new motorhomes and the camping equipment, the companies here are going to be trying to flog to the punters during the show. We have some nice classic camping vibes here with a long wheelbase Land Cruiser, 2 VW transporters, kind of like these LED lights in there. And this guy here, he's done the full hit. He's got the Porsche Racing service down the side. In between all the Ferraris, Lamborghinis, Porsches, Rolls-Royce, we have an Evo 8. And to be honest, out of all these cars in here, all these supercars and hypercars, I would choose to take this one home, I'm pretty sure. One of the most exciting new motorsport events in the past few years has come from these guys. The Sunglass Street Race at the end of last year, and it was absolutely epic. Everyone enjoyed it, there was massive crowds, and the good news is, it's back this year, and it's going to be bigger and better. They are improving the show. Kunsin there, who is very popular with the photographers and people wanting selfies, I'm going to have a quick word with him, ask him what's going on for 2024.
For this year is the second year at PT Songkla Grand Prix. Actually, we want to have like so many things upgraded from last year. I mean, like this year we're going to concern about our customer journey a lot. Like I want to keep like the people around the track entertained for the whole day. So we're going to have like more activities coming up. So keep in touch in PT Mclaren Motorsport fan page. We're going to have like everything, you know, like we're going to post it there and enjoy the series this year.
We also have a few Lamborghinis on the end here. We've got an Aventador SVJ, a 63 here, an older LP574, and then just over here, we've got another SVJ in green. And then finally, we have 2 McLarens, a 720S and a Speedtail. It's a pretty good way to wrap up looking around this hall. And here we have the SRA Hanuman 3. This is kind of like a modern reinterpretation of Prince Pira's classic ERA. You make up your own mind about that. And this is the actual kart that Alex Albon raced at Impact Speed Park. You can see he's autographed it, and you can see the whole livery of the kart is done in the style of the Williams F1 car. Hyundai don't have a big market share in Thailand, but they are thinking pretty big at the motor shows these days, and they're hoping to ride the EV boom. Now what I like is they have been rocking in the Halo cars. At the last motor show here in December, they brought their Envision 74, which is like a remake of the Pony, and it was an absolute star of the show. This time they brought a thing called the RN22e. I mean, Hyundai are not good at coming up with cool names. Certainly that's one of their weaknesses, but what they lack in a name for this looks good. I don't know whether that works, I don't know whether that moves. What Mitsubishi say in their PR guff, it's a rolling laboratory, taking motorsport ideas, taking performance ideas to the next generation of EV driving, and basically that's what everyone says in their splurge. Anyway, whether this works or not does not matter, because that looks really good, and they have bunged it on the corner of their booth. So the idea is the punters come and drool over that, and then they flog them that stuff. And certainly with this, they've got half the job done. Chinese motor shows are full of these kind of things, and now they've arrived in Bangkok. This flying machine with like double propellers on each corner, I have no idea whether it works or not, but anyway, maybe that's the future. This brand here is another new brand. In fact, it's hard to keep up with the Chinese brands that are coming into the marketplace in Thailand now. And these guys have rocked up with a load of large size crossovers. Mitsubishi are jazzing up their booth with a racing truck. This Triton actually, it runs in Thailand Super Series, and it's run by TT Motorsport. It also runs in Super Turbo, and they've actually dressed the other side of the car up with the Super Turbo stickers. Anyway, truck racing in Thailand, it's a good time to mention this because it's back from the dead. It is absolutely booming. Everyone's running new generation trucks, and there's a development war. And if you look at this truck, everything is carbon. The wings, the bonnet, the doors, and inside you've got a carbon dash, you've got a data logger, full cage. And the carbon doesn't stop there, because we have got a massive carbon wing on the rear. And these mounts, that's been well integrated into the design. Right in the middle of the Suzuki booth, we have a Jimny that has been dressed up with every off-road option you could imagine. Bumper here, custom bumper on it. You can see the towing eye and all the suspension, carbon bonnet. We've got big box arch, moon eye covers in there, even the dice, roof rack, you name it. That has got absolutely everything on it, and that kind of jazzes up the stand. And just be a finish, I like these rear lights here. They look pretty bang on. So here we have another Jimny, marriage style. We've got the bride and the groom on the side of the car. We've got all the stickers, a lot of rabbits running around. And down here we've got all the cans rolling behind it. And right here is where the classic, old school, tight pickup market fuses with the future. Isuzu rocked up with the D-Max EV concept. We're going to see a lot more of this, just not quite sure when. The motor show is huge and it's tiring, so I lay down for a rest on the floor, and it looks like the roof has got a pretty big leak. Actually, it's Isuzu, and they've got some pretty cool underfloor cameras to promote a couple of their pumped up off-road special editions. It's always the same story when an OEM becomes an official partner of a football tournament. They have to wrap up a car in a crazy livery that tries to come across with all the flags of the tournament. This is BYD, and the tournament is Euro 2024. These boys are new to the game, but they don't have any new ideas on this score. It's the tried and tested methods of marketing that sponsorship. Porsche are headlining their booth with the crazy aero package for the GT3 RS, which just got more mental. But they want to do some filming, so they've shooed me off the booth. Anyway, guess which edition of the motor show it is? Mercedes are planning to wow the punters at this show with the 111 concept that they rocked out last year. It looks at a future EV supercar, and it is absolutely epic. I love everything about it. I love the details, that front grille. I love those three vents curving down the side. It's absolutely stunning. It aims to remember their C111 concept of the past experimental vehicles, but also in this bronze with that interior and everything else going on, it really reminds me of when Spyco tried to be reborn about 15 odd years ago. Really reminds me exactly of a Spyco as well, and I love this side skirt with the lights in it. That's absolutely bang on. It's not just the Chinese who are rocking into Thailand. The Vietnamese are here as well, and for the first time VinFast, who we've heard a lot about, are here. And this concept is their headline. It's called Wild. It's their future EV pickup coming in a couple of years' time. Wild is bang on, and this is exactly what the Cybertruck should be, in my opinion. And like the Chinese, VinFast are doing every market segment they can find, and this thing is huge. It kind of reminds me of a Suburban a bit, but a modern EV take on it. The Honda City hatchback one make race is getting a makeover, and you can see here 5MT. It is going manual. Out goes the auto, and in comes a manual for 2024. They've actually got it in the car here, but it's locked up and you can't really see through the window, so you'll have to wait until round one. Gotta say, I really am not digging this green carpet. It's been battering my eyes all day. The Grand Prix guys might know how to put on a heck of a motor show, but there is no way I'd call them in for any interior design work. I've been talking a lot recently how the new Toyota Hilux Champ, it's there to be modified, it's there to be built up. But this one here, it's Bangkok style. It's got massive 20-inch alloy wheels, big 6-pot calipers, discs and bells. Rolls-Royce do the cleanliness stuff, and these two poor girls are absolutely scrubbing every mark on the floor of their booth before the cars arrive. So that's it for my take on the Motor Show 2024. Bigger than ever, it expanded massively. There's more OEMs joining the party. These guys are on an absolute roll right now. COVID is in the past, and that's it. I'm out of here.